Ahoy, mateys. Captain Jack Scrapper here. It's a little shy in here because Weekend RVing is live right now. That's okay. They said they were going to be coming over in 3 or 4 minutes. That'll be good. Muscle Car Appraisal, welcome aboard. Good to see you here. Yeah, it's kind of weird to be back here in the little office, so-called office. Yeah, didn't want to be up here when the weather turns cold, but hey, que sera, sera, as they say. That's also the name of Kendra's schooling, que sera, sera. Todd Johnson, well, thank you. Just as soon be back on the road, but it is what it is. I've got a few things I need to talk about, but I'll wait for a little bit until we get a few more people in, and that will explain some of the reasons that I am back here in home port. I've seen some other channels in the last couple of days that have had some changes. Tumblewood RV Life, welcome aboard, and thank you for putting the link in there at their live stream too. I sure appreciate it. Badge, welcome aboard. Badge, I had a wonderful trip. I really did, and I wish I was still traveling, but it is what it is. You know, things will get better. You know, God has reasons. Are you buried in snow up there yet? We all want to know. I said the 4-letter word, snow. Yeek. Anyways, yes, Badge. Once again, the Mayberry meetup out in Mount Airy, North Carolina, at Mayberry Campground was fabulous. It was everything I expected and more. It was very, very cool. Thank you, Muscle Car Appraisal. Yeah, it was epic for me, definitely, and a lot of people that were there. New Horizons and RV Underway and Travel Down the Banisters and Shanacraft and oh my gosh, more than I can even mention right at the moment. It was totally awesome. If y'all think of it, go back and if you go into YouTube and you type in pound Mayberry meetup, you will see quite a few videos and more than one live stream concerning Mayberry meetup. Oddly enough, 6 degrees, hovering. Wow. Brr. Cold. Cold. Oh yeah, Tumblewood RV Life. You're up that way too. I remember. I didn't get to see your live this morning, but I know that you're still up there in the North Country. We're going to get to, they say, 46 degrees Fahrenheit today, so doing redneck things with Tony and Lee Ann Larson. Well, thank you, and welcome aboard. I hope you can go back and watch some of the Mayberry live streams, and I did a few videos, quite a few, and I think there's going to be more coming out. You know, many of these RVers are still traveling, and sometimes it's hard to upload all your videos or do a live stream when you're on the road because you got to depend on signal. I was fortunate last Saturday at the Mayberry meetup, and it happened to be right at noon that they scheduled the group picture and the potluck dinner and the giveaways and all that. So guess who goes live at noon every Saturday on Eastern Standard Time? Oh, that would be moi. Aw. Oh, here's one thing I got. This came from can I show it? Let me get my hand figured out here. Yes, it's a candy necklace. I'm pretty sure that Debbie from Blue Wave Odyssey made that. and she made a bunch. Holly's got one now. A lot of everybody that was there for the meetup, they got that, and another thing from Blue Wave Odyssey, along with stickers, of course, and the can opener, bottle opener. Yeah, Blue Wave Odyssey blessed us all. Oh, and when you pour liquid in here, it turns blue. Pretty cool. Pretty doggone cool. So yeah, and Weekend RV, and welcome aboard, Millie and James. Sorry to interrupt your live stream this morning. Did you bring some of Papa Drew's bounty of donuts with you? One of the things, on that, I mentioned the giveaway down at Mayberry there last Saturday. One of the things that I won, and when Holly hears this, she's going to want me to run into town and cash it in, but I won a coupon for, I think, 1 dozen of the Krispy Kreme donuts. So yeah, once I get back from my afternoon chores, I have to haul scrap. The trailer's loaded and ready to go. I just got to dig out the trailer hitch, which is under my bed in the back of Serendipity. That'll be fun. Trying to lay in the I don't want to take the cap off. You know, cap's almost a 3-man job to take that thing off. No, I'm going to try to lay in there and reach my arm underneath while I'm holding the mattress up and try to find that Reese hitch. I know approximately where it should be. It should be in the upper left-hand corner of the pickup bed. At least that's where I put it before I left. What day did I leave? I left here on Tuesday the 13th. I arrived in Mayberry Campground on the 14th. Didn't do too much the first day. I met Charlie Grace from Forever Best Friend the first day, and also Teresa from Meant to Be RVing. After that, that was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It was beautiful out. It was like 80 degrees. Now I'm running around with no shirt and my Daisy Duke shorts and barefoot. But I was so extremely tired because I drove straight through from Sparta, Michigan to Mount Airy. It was a long haul. So I was quite tired, and I'd been up like 36 hours. You know, I was up before I left, so, you know, no sleep for 36 hours. Someone's at the door. Hang on.
Hey.
Oh, hi.
Hey.
Hi.
Oh, looks like you better.
I got to do some cleaning up here.
Yeah.
I'm doing my noon live stream.
Oh,
Wow.
croissants.
Hey, Papa Drew. We got cake. We got croissants.
Yeah, and I got that at the food truck, a big piece of chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
I know you like chocolate.
Oh, I love it. Thank you.
Yep.
Talk to you later, Mary. All right. Set that down here a minute. Oh. Almost a wardrobe malfunction. All right. And yes, it's cool enough. I got to put the towel back under the door. There's a little bit of a draft that wants to come in between the threshold and the door. So I've got a towel there. And yes, I have to clean this office. The floor is getting goofed up. Mushy car howdy. Well, that's a different way to say it. Maiden voyage with our RV, Northern Nevada by Elko and Nevada. Hunting and fishing trip. Sounds great. That sounds great. All right. Let's see. Back to Mayberry. Another gift that I received down there, besides the Krispy Kremes and besides the Blue Wave Odyssey. Check this out. Yes, I have one left in the refrigerator out of 6. It's a great beer. It is brewed in South Carolina. The Old Mecklenburg Brewery, Charlotte, North Carolina is where the brewery is. It's great. It's great Pilsner beer. I enjoyed it. I'm not sure if I can get it here in Michigan. I will check with Party World, maybe yet today. Grand Marais, welcome aboard. Santa Craft is here. Anyways, I will be checking with Party World. In fact, I'll take an empty with me to show them. Hey, you carrying this? Because if you request something, they'll get it for you. It may cost a couple bucks extra, but they will get it. I also contacted the old Mecklenburg Brewery to see if they maybe wanted to do something. You know, maybe Captain Jack can be associates with Captain Jack. All I was able to find on their webpage was subscribe to their newsletter. No email address, or I could write to them, I suppose, by snail mail. And I may still yet do that. Maybe send them a sticker. At any rate, that'd be kind of interesting to possibly do some advertising for them, and maybe they'd throw me a 6-pack once in a while. Hey, I'm a pirate. Free is free. I haven't eaten the necklace. This necklace that Blue Wave made is edible, but I like it. I'm just gonna wear it. And as I said, if you go back and look up, you know, just type in Pound Mayberry Meetup, you'll see a whole bunch of videos and a few live streams from that. The group picture was awesome. I didn't get around to counting, but I'm sure there was about 50 people in that group picture, and most everyone was a YouTuber. Not everyone, but they are supporters. You know, now Shanna Craft, she's thinking, I think she's here. Yes, she is. She's thinking of becoming a creator. I think that'd be cool. She is an awesome lady. Thank you for your support, Shanna Banana. And thank you for camping almost right next door to me. All right. I shouldn't, or I should. Oh, okay. I didn't recognize the exclamation points. I thought that was a T. I'm gonna keep trying. You know, why not? You know, nursing our travel bug. Ahoy! Welcome aboard. Yeah, good to see you again. It's been a week. Easily a week. Yes, a week. I saw you last Saturday. So 7 days ago. Okay. Frederick Heron. Ahoy. Good to see you. Frederick, there goes the neighborhood. Oh, I see what you're saying, Badge. Hey, maybe I should move down to South Carolina or North Carolina. Anyways, the Captain Jack beer was a gift from Thrifty Angela, and I know a lot of you do have Thrifty Angela. She's another YouTube channel. She did not camp with us, but she was there on Wednesday evening. Was it Wednesday evening or Thursday evening? It was Thursday evening for the meet and greet, and we had a couple campfires going, and it was fantastic. And that's when she presented me with a 6-pack of Captain Jack Pilsner beer. She lives in North Carolina, and she was only like an hour away from our campgrounds, and she drove up to see us all. We all thought that was fantastic. Wish she could have stayed with us for the whole event right on through Saturday night, but well, it is what it is, you know. Everybody has their own agendas, of course, you know. Yeah, nursing our travel bug. It was excellent. I have one bottle left. I'm keeping it. So I did pretty good. I only drank 3 while I was down there, and brought 3 home full. And I've been home since what day did I get home? I got home Tuesday. Anyways, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Not bad. Only drank 2 of them in the last 4 days. And you all thought I was a lush. Ha! Anyways, it took me a couple days just to kind of recover. Again, I drove straight through. But I took a couple cool videos on the way home too. Home needs to be Texas or somewhere warm. Speaking of warm, I got to stick around here in the cold weather for at least 2 months. However, the good news is, day before yesterday, I finally got a date. I've got a date with Jacqueline Benson. Anybody know who Jacqueline Benson is here? You tell me. Tell me who Jacqueline Benson is. I have a date. All right, doing redneck things. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Absolutely. James Catanese is here. Eden Angeles. Welcome aboard. Glad you're all here. We're doing very well here. We got 14 in the house right now, and time is just flying by. I did get a chance to check thumbnails this morning, and I did not see a specific thumbnail with a topic for the Northwoods RV Life, but it looks to me like they will be live today at 1 p.m. right after me, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard. And I spoke with Nomadic Hippie. He will be live tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern. And I will be putting up a thumbnail after this live stream is over. And I will be resuming the Dr. Phil-In show, which will be on from 7 till 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Frederick Herron, did I drive by your house? I'm sorry. I don't know. I took a lot of secondary roads. I tried to avoid the freeways as best I could. Because, hey, yeah, Grand Marais, I only got stopped once, and there is a video about it. That was on the way down, but on the way back, no problems. And back to plates. I haven't seen anybody guess who Jacqueline Benson is. All right, I'll clue you in. Jacqueline Benson is our Secretary of State and in Michigan, and she is in charge of all the Secretary of State offices. And many other states just call it the DMV. But no, Secretary of State is what they call it here in Michigan. And I finally got a date. My driver's license expires in December. All of my plates expire in December. I have Serendipity, who is a new to me truck, and she needs a plate. She needs a title transfer. Yeah. All of that is due in December. Well, guess what? Because of the worldwide situation with well, y'all know what it is, the virus thing, blah blah. Anyways, you have to make an appointment. This is not true in all states. I found out that in Ohio you don't need an appointment, just go in. No, up here in Michigan you have to make an appointment. You have to do it on your computer, and I'll tell you what, next to impossible. Thank you, Frederick, for watching the West Virginia segment. Were you able to see the Ghent Explosion Memorial or the town of Beaver? Weekend RVs here. Let's see, James K. Okay. So anyways, I do have a date. Unfortunately, it's a full month past when everything expires. You know, Syncy's plate, Synchronicity's plate expires December 13th. My driver's license expires December 13th. The plate on Bessie expires December 13th. Why can't I be a July baby like Tina? Anyways, the meet the Thompson squad. Welcome aboard. The date that I have with the Secretary of State, yeah, I can try to be a rhyming pirate from time to time. It's January 11th at 11:30 a.m. Yeah. Yeah, we can't do everything online. They do have a lot of options for certain things online, but transferring a plate is not one of them. Or wait, no, I could transfer a plate, but I have to be there in person to do the title transfer, and I have to be there in person to renew my driver's license and get my you know, the little star passport type thing, yada yada. Frederick here is referred to as BS here. Yes, correct. It was beaverless. And I think the Beaver Barber Shop, which I thought was an interesting name, I don't think it was open. Otherwise, I would have stopped and peeked in the windows. Beaver Barber Shop. Interesting. Oh gosh. Thank you, Meet the Thompson Squad. There's a lot of good lives out here, and there's a lot of people in here right now that if you don't have them, you need to check them out. Weekend RVing, they do lives almost every day. Victoria May Wallace, welcome aboard. Good to see you, Lassie. There's quite a few others in here that do live streams and definitely do videos. So you need to check these people out here that you're seeing in the chat. Please do. You will be blessed, as I have been. So yeah, Secretary of State, January 11th of 2021. Will I be able to leave on January 12th? I have to check. May have to wait to whatever. Let's see, January 11th, I believe, is on a Tuesday. I think it might be Thursday. I don't know, but that particular Friday, whatever date that is on the Friday, might be able to actually head out to Arizona on that date, get out of the snow. That's my dream, and God willing, it'll happen. But unfortunately, gotta get things legal, and it doesn't hurt that I'm back here at home port in one way. My boss, ex-boss, retired boss, yada yada, Tom, anyways, over there in Greenville. He just acquired 2 more contract jobs up in Truefit. Come to think of it, I want to do a video up in Truefit too. Y'all need to meet that town if you don't know anything about Truefit. Kind of interesting. A little bit of history there. Yeah, James, I know you're leaving. You were talking about leaving the 2nd of January. So I may be, you know, a couple weeks behind you, but we'll see. You know, we got a couple months or more to kind of plan this out. We'll see. Today's the 24th of October, so 24th of November, 24th of December is 2 months. Yeah, so we're looking at 2.5 months before I may possibly, and Zinky and Holly, if I can get a hitch and a trailer, we may have Tina come this way, or we'll meet her somewhere, and we'll plop her van onto the tow dolly and pull it along behind us. You know, it'll be kind of our chase vehicle, but we'll tow it. Save a little bit of gas. Syncy doesn't care. Synchronicity gets 8 miles per gallon of diesel, period. whether she's empty, full, towing something, 8 miles per gallon. Definitely have to plan my secondary routes on the way out west, because even with Serendipity, when I went down to North Carolina, I was in some extreme hilly, curvy country. And, you know, in Serendipity, I could do the speed limit most of the time. But Synchronicity can't. If she hits a hill, she's going to slow way down, just like the big trucks. I mean, at one point I was on the freeway. I was on 77, south of the toll. Yeah, I miss the tolls. No, I don't miss the tolls. I'm glad I miss them. At any rate, there were some hills that the truckers were slowing down all the way to 30, 25 miles per hour. And this is on the freeway. Imagine what it'd be like for them if they were on a secondary road with steeper hills. Buckeye Kitty, welcome aboard, Lassie. I'm so good to see you. And I'm so glad that you're out there by Scott Jacobs and Roy and Becky. And oh my gosh, I saw Papa Drew a little while ago, weekend RVing, and Mike and MJ. Everybody's there in the courtside area right now. And there's more going to be filtering in as these months go on, including me, I hope. Yes, a little bit of snow. Got to think about that. Teachers on Adventures. Welcome aboard, by the way. Yeah, I have to plan. Plan. I got to make sure my brakes are good. I got to plan for when am I driving. You know, is there a better time to drive so that you don't have, 55 cars behind you blowing their horns and pissed off. Or are there turnouts where I can let the 55 cars go by me and then wait for another 55 cars to get behind me and pull. It is what it is. I mean, when you're driving a 40-foot long diesel, it doesn't mean you're going to go 55, 70 miles an hour, whatever the posted speed limit is. You're going to go whatever the vehicle can handle. And the engine, blah, blah, blah. It is a 7.3. Tom and Lori, welcome aboard. We got some big rock stars aboard today. We got Badged, we got Tom and Lori. And, oh, yeah, we got some heavy hitters here. This is great. Yeah, 7.3s. Yeah, I know, Frederick. I got to get her started. It hasn't been started in a little bit. I do have a block heater, although it's not hooked up. I'm going to do that. If push comes to shove, I have a heater. It is a torpedo heater. I can set underneath her and warm up the engine compartment quite readily in a short period of time. Just have to make sure I'm safe, because that's like running a jet engine. There's a little bit of flames coming out, so I may have to make a shroud just to be safe. I have some scrap metal around just for that purpose. Shadowcraft says she's not full time. You know what? Too bad about the yard work. But that is one nice. Is that a Class C Shadowcraft? It's a nice looking vehicle, nice looking motorhome, or Class C, whatever it is. It's nice. It looks like it's roomy enough for you and the dogs, and hopefully you get reasonable mileage with it, and hopefully you don't have 55 cars behind you when you're going up the hill. But it was great camping next door to you, Les. That was great. Have I left anything out about Mayberry? Oh, Class C. Okay, thank you, Shadowcraft. Yes, there is one more thing, maybe two more things. Let's look here.
It was easy, like 1, 2, 3. It was just easy. I mean, I feel relieved.
There is. Hang on. This didn't happen down in South Carolina. This actually happened about 2 days ago. I was out in the yard working. Thank you, Tom and Lori. I know you can't stay long, but thank you for being here. Tina's Journal of Journeys. Welcome aboard, Lassie. I remember you. Anyways, again, synchronicity kind of at work. This was 2 days ago when I was trying to work in the rain. And yes, this newspaper that came from Tom's house, actually Tom's shop, hasn't dried out yet. But this is the travel section of the Grand Rapids, Michigan Press, the Grand Rapids Press. And the date is Sunday, August 26th of 2012. So 8.5 years ago almost. But it was a travel section. Oh, hey Tina, guess what it's about? Yes, we were there. Too bad we didn't have this newspaper when we were getting ready to go places. Is that hilarious or what? I come home from Mount Airy, Mayberry, and here's an 8-year-old newspaper article sitting in my yard in the rain. The Lord works in strange and mysterious ways. Who knew? All right, so yeah, that's the whole sort of kind of plans, always subject to change, subject to God's will. It's, you know, if we can get a dolly and the money's right, and we can either tow Serendipity behind us or, God willing, Tina's van behind us, as said. Synchronicity can tow it, and she gets 8 miles per gallon, period. But we can at least save the gas mileage on Tina's van or on Serendipity, whichever, however it works out. As said, it'll happen. Yes, Shanacraft, I cracked up. Sensei Don was out there giving me a little hand sorting scrap and getting things kind of ready to go for today. This afternoon, I have to haul scrap. That's one thing I have to do, and I may run over to Greenville if I have time, because I need to be back here to set up for the live stream at 7 p.m. because I follow Nomadic Hippie. Not sure if there's who's following me, whether it'll be RV Underway, or RV by the Wayside, or possibly Mark and Carrie, the Art of RV. I don't know who follows me at 7:30 Eastern, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Maybe this afternoon or after this live stream, I'll check for thumbnails. If not, we'll swing it. You know, I'll check those 3 channels as well because, you know, maybe they have a thumbnail. Sometimes these thumbnails don't show up automatically on notifications. Again, you know, I get almost every notification from some of the channels here. Weekend RVN, I get a notification. I get a notification from Tina's Journal of Journeys, which is great because then I can hop on, or I can at least make a note of it. RV Ashes in April. Ahoy there, Lassie. By the way, Margie and Jeff, are you anywhere near Roy and Becky and Mike and MJ, Buckeye Kitty? Papa Drew is there right now with donuts and cake. He was throwing cake this morning. Everybody's up there in the courtside area. I think they're on the LTVA area, or whatever they say. I think it's long-term parking. I don't know. It's not quite BLM land. I think it's a little different. Maybe a little step up from BLM. Not sure. Yeah, Roy and Becky, Box ND, Scott Jacobs is there. Yeah, they're kind of in the same little group there, pretty much. So they're having a blast. They should do their own little meetup. Well, Millie and James kind of did too. Long-term visitor area. Yes, Margie, that's what I was trying to remember. Okay, you're still in California. Are you kind of meandering that way? Gas prices have got to be cheaper in Arizona than they are in California. We all know that. Okay. I love that. Doing redneck things with Tony and Leanne Larson. So that's almost like saying Mel Nettie living free zip codeless. But once you get used to it and you can remember it, it's a cool name. I like it. RVS is taking care of some doctor visits. Okay. All right, cool. Looks like James and I are going to be about 2.5 months late, but and Tina, hopefully she'll be able to come along too. We'll stay out there for, I don't know, God willing, a couple months at least. That'd be great. You know, just call you Tony and Leanne. Okay. All right. I still like the redneck thing, so I might be a pirate, but I've been called worse. Actually, you can call me anything except late for dinner. How's that? And, and if Papa Drew's watching this a little bit, yeah, anything but late for cake. Aloha Conch is here. Welcome aboard. I don't know. Do I say that right? Conch. Is that how you say that? I know it means shell. Or it's a type of. Let's put it this way. The Native Americans use that type of shell for opening and closing ceremonies at the powwows, which I've witnessed. And it's very cool. Conch. Okay, conch. Thank you. I might just conch out over that. Get hit in the head with it. That'll conch me out. But yeah, they use the conch shell, and they play it, and it's very almost eerie, but it's almost when you're there, you can feel the spirits moving, which is extremely important to Native Americans, no matter what tribe you're from. You know, that's a spiritual thing. And I think it's cool. I really think it's cool. So what's this about consistency? Frederick? Who's consistent? I try. I at least try with the scheduled live streams. Last Saturday, I could not do the Dr. Fill-In show. Tina and I were busy. Well, I was busy stealing her brats. She was cooking brats and I was eating them. Tina, I may have solved the mystery. I don't know yet. But I think it all comes down to me. Who knew? It might have been that. I only had one of these that night. I don't remember. Doesn't matter. It was fun. Been called worse. Yes, Frederick Herring. So, what else did I want to talk about? Yes. It looks like for this evening, Nomadic Hippie, as I said, I talked to him a little bit here about an hour ago. His subject for tonight from 6 till 7 is somebody he knows basically got taken advantage of. And he's decided to talk about it. Now, whether he'll be real specific as to who the victim was and who the perpetrator was, I'm not sure about that. I know he's quite professional when it comes right down to it. I don't think he's going to start, pointing fingers or shooting arrows or launching missiles. That would not be his style. It would not be mine either. Frederick, what is? I might be missing something here. I'd get it. Lips smelling the captain, smelling the captain. Get lit. Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't like the brats. Tina cooked them, and I have this feeling that she had one and I had the rest. I just have this feeling. Haven't totally figured it out yet, and she's been teasing me about it, so we'll see. Anyways, I just wanted to cook them over the campfire, but she said no, we have to grill them, and that's what she did, and they were delicious. And we had that with Velveeta mac and cheese. Oh man, you know, it sounds simple, but when you're out there camping and you're cold, because it got chilly, it was chilly. Well, fortunately, I had a little campfire going, but still, it was chilly. And you know, we were wandering around half the day, you know, either meeting other YouTubers and RVers. We had also taken a trip into Mount Airy, and we walked up and down these hills, and we were kind of tired out. But man, a simple thing like brats on the grill and macaroni and cheese, it was heaven. It was heaven. Yeah, just love it. And then we ate by the campfire and wound down, and she went to sleep in her van, and I went to sleep in synchronicity or serendipity, and the next morning we went off our separate ways. And it was kind of bittersweet. I'd have to admit that, because I totally enjoyed being there at Mayberry Campground, and especially being camped right there in the same campsite with Tina's Journal of Journeys. We had a good time. Good time. I'd love to repeat it, definitely. And yes, as New Horizons was saying earlier, there's a lot of us that are already booked for next October at the Mayberry Campground. At least 25 so far are booked for a few days. I'm booking it for a whole week. I plan to be there from the 11th of October to the, anyway, 7 days. I think it's Sunday afternoon till Sunday afternoon, or maybe it's Saturday afternoon till Sunday afternoon, whatever it is. Okay, Margie is saying, the problem with not saying who it is, people start trying to guess, and sometimes they're wrong. That's possible. Margie, I think in this situation, it's a little more theme park. Well, you know, Rick is down there in Kissimmee and Orlando area, and he knows a lot of these people who work for Walt Disney or do productions. He's got a friend that they do a little higher up the tier, if you will, video productions. Yeah. I love it, James. Can hardly wait. Yeah. I'm starting to get hungry now, and I'm especially hungry for donuts right now because, you know, Papa Drew brought donuts this morning to Courtside, and he was also throwing cake, as I understand, at campers' vehicles, camper RVs, to wake people up, to let them know that he was there. What a cool guy. Comes all the way out of California to Courtside with donuts and cake. And I don't think, you know, somebody said he was a shy guy in person. Nah, I couldn't see any shyness there whatsoever. He even told Amelia that she needed to have a donut with sprinkles on it if she wanted to get horny. Apparently sprinkles, I didn't know that. So I may have learned something. or Papa Drew made it up off the cuff, which is also possible. Margie, I don't know. I've never planned that far ahead, but it was such a great time. I want to do it again. There's no doubt. I want to be there again, even if it's getting cold at night. I want to be there again. It was a awesome get together. It truly was. And for those of you who may have not had a chance to yet, please, when you feel like it, type in the YouTube search bar up there, just pound Mayberry Meetup, and you get to see some of the other RVers, YouTubers that were there, and see some of the fun things we were all doing, and it was just great. It was like meeting. It was almost well, I might as well say it. It kind of felt like a family reunion. And you know what? I've been to exactly one family reunion in my life, and no, it wasn't my family. It was my first wife's family. And it was fun. But this is more, to me, more real. Because, you know, through the course of a month, you pretty much, even though there's not time to be on YouTube 24/7 at all, by any means, but you get to see at least little snippets and maybe occasionally join in a live stream with the different groups or the different channels, and you see them, and it's face to face, kind of from your computer screen to my computer screen, or your phone to my phone, or vice versa, however it's set up. And after a while, you feel like you know them. I mean, seriously. I'll use a good example. About the second day I was there, I was heading up to the office, and all of a sudden I heard this giggle. And then I heard this, "It's Captain Jack," and I knew exactly who it was before I saw her. Yes, it was Indiana from Traveling Down the Banisters. She recognized me because of that. And I recognized her because she was giggling. Oh my. What a happy time that was. I mean, this is just a tiny piece of the whole gathering, but getting a hug from Giggles and shaking Keith's hands and meeting his dad and the little boy, I mean, the whole family was, oh man, fantastic. And Keith and I had a long conversation about where they worked in Iowa at Adventureland. That was quite fascinating and interesting. We didn't film that part, but Mimiku, yes, great reunion. Yeah, it was fantastic. I tell you what. James, you have a daughter that lives in North Carolina. Well, that's good. You'll get to see your daughter down there next year. Yes. Margie, you just put it explicitly well. I mean, succinctly well. Hell, you just said it good. A meetup of old friends seeing each other for the first time. You should copyright that. That is an excellent way of putting it. I like that. A meetup of old friends seeing each other for the first time. Thank you, Margie. That's great. Speaking of that, we're about 10 minutes away from signing off here on this live stream. I did, as said earlier, I did search to see if the Northwoods RV Life was going to be on at 1 p.m. following me. I'm not 100% sure if they are, because I did not see a thumbnail. But this was like 9:30, 10 o'clock this morning when I was looking. However, on their banner, it says they go live every Wednesday evening and then Saturdays at 1 p.m. Eastern. So I'm assuming that they are. I haven't seen Lori in here today. That's Corey's other half, better half. No, I haven't seen her in here, which I usually do on Saturdays. But in fact, I saw her last Saturday when we were at Mayberry. Well, she wasn't in Mayberry. She's up here in Michigan with Corey, of course. But anyways, hi, Bob's Adventures. Good to see you. Yeah, Teachers on Adventures driving through North Carolina this coming summer. It's beautiful down there. It is absolutely amazing in the Blue Ridge Mountains. Just, I was amazed. One of my videos, just a real short one, was my ears were popping and my eyes were popping too. The elevation popped my ears and my eyes were popping because of the beautiful, absolutely beautiful views. Oh man, it's just amazing. Thank you, Mimi Koo. I thought it was a tongue twister too for me. I'm not Polynesian. Okay. But I need to learn. Yes. Vendita, good to see you. I loved your little joke this morning. You also need to pick on Rick a little more. He deserves it. I've mentioned to many of you here, sometimes Nomadic Hippie can be a hard act to follow. It's like, what? It's like right on the edge, right there on the edge. Okay. Yeah, well worth it. Definitely well worth it. What am I missing here in the chat? Probably everything. Muscle car, Brazil. Oh, you're just saying hello. Okay. James mentioned earlier, and he loves to cook. He's probably going to be the hot spot at campsite 111 down there at Mayberry Meetup next October. I'm up on the hill, but I'm sure the smell will drift up there. He's in the main group, and I'm up on the hill where I'm understanding that they're going to block off that circle area at the top of the hill for other YouTubers like myself and RVers, So it's likely to be, I have a feeling it's probably going to be easily as big, if not twice as big, or 1/3 is added on next October as it was this October. Just again, I can't say enough good things about the Mayberry meetup. This may be the last time. Maybe I'll mention it tonight, but this may be the last time I post using the hashtag Mayberry meetup. At least for this year. I may use it for tonight's live stream too, but just kind of, I'll admit it, I'm trying to keep my name out there. If you're interested, go watch a couple of my videos. Leave a comment. I love that. And share it and subscribe, whatever. It's okay. I'm not worried about it. But yeah, it's still nice. Yeah, I'm gonna take the camera along with me this afternoon. She has a new SD card. She has brand new batteries. Her other batteries are charging in the kitchen area now, the galley. So yeah, I will be taking camera along because you never know what you're going to see. Hopefully I'll get back here, but I won't be real in a big ass hurry to try to get set up for the 7 p.m. live stream. It's all right. So this has been a great live stream. We had at least 14, maybe 15 people in at one time, and I sure appreciate y'all coming aboard. Oh, I know what I forgot. I am waiting on a new debit card from my credit union. When I got home, as is my habit, I checked my bank account. I wasn't able to do that when I was gone for a week down to North Carolina. For some reason, I can't seem to get the Chromebook to synchronize itself
Yes.
with this mainframe computer. Not quite right. I mean, a lot of things are synchronized. Google synchronized, StreamYard synchronized, email synchronized. Almost everything is synchronized except for my bank account. So I didn't know what was going on until I got home. And all of a sudden I'm like, wait a minute. On the 13th, when I was traveling, it shows a purchase from Amazon. I'm like, what? I haven't purchased anything from Amazon since the 30th of September when I got my water pump to install in Synchronicity. I'm going to get another one. I want to have one 12-volt water pump, and I'm going to carry a spare just in case. You know, I'd be out in the desert, and all of a sudden the water pump fails. No, I want a spare. And I have a transfer pump too, but that's, you know, 120 volt. That's for stealing water out of a river or something. Anyways, yes. And so maybe this is kind of like, think about this, folks. I don't know exactly where I fueled up. I'd have to, again, go back in and look. But somewhere along the line, I think it may have been in possibly Nashville, Michigan. Not Nashville, Tennessee, Nashville, Michigan. Or it could have been, I don't know where. But I used my debit card at the pump and filled up. Serendipity. And off we went. Got my receipt. It's somewhere out in Serendipity. I haven't even brought in like half my clothes yet from the trip, but maybe today or tomorrow, doesn't matter. Jerry Holly, welcome aboard. Good to see you, buddy. Looking forward to meeting you. If y'all don't have Jerry Holly, you need to click on him right now. Do it, or write him down and click on him later and check. Oh, please. Proceeding onward in America's here. God, right next door to me, right there, top of the hill. I mean, we were 25, 30 feet apart from each other, and it was wonderful to meet y'all. Just great. Just loved it. Timmy Ray the King is aboard. Welcome aboard. Journey Awaits is here. Awesome sauce. So back to the card. Who knows? It may have been scammed at the pump, because that's been a thing that started, I don't know, last year, maybe even longer, where, you know, the thieves put in a way to get your information off your debit card, and then they use it for whatever. I called the credit union. Hey, what is this? And then they said, oh, well, Amazon Music subscription, which would be a monthly fee from Amazon for Amazon Music. I'm like, excuse me? I didn't purchase anything like that. And I was on the road traveling. You know, I wasn't even, you know, on Amazon by any means. I was traveling. And they said, well, here's the number to call. So I called Amazon. And they said, well, apparently your card was compromised. We will refund the money to you and cancel the subscription. I said, cool. Well, I realized it was only $10, but guess what? That'd be $120 a year. And who knows what else this thief might use my card for. So I got hold of the credit union and said, give me my money right now. And I actually went to the credit union in person, wore the mask, and went inside. And yeah, they were going to be sending me a new debit card, new number, and all that. Kind of a pain in the butt. However, just saying, I think the next time I use my card at a fueling station, no, I'll go inside, say, here's driver's license, and I'm going to fill up. Go fill up, come back in, retrieve my driver's license, and then pay the cashier with my card if necessary right there. It seems less likely to get scammed. I mean, still possible, I suppose. But just to forewarn you all, and I'm going overtime now, just to forewarn you all, pay attention to your bank account on a daily basis because you never know. All right, mateys. Margie or anyone here who is a wrench who I can't tell for sure, I know Margie is. And I believe Bob is. Timmy Ray the King, I believe, is a little bit crazy, probably is. I think Jerry might be. Any one of you that feels like dumping in, if there is a link for the Northwoods RV Life, please throw it in there now, and we can go over there and do a raid. Or if there is no link, type in into your search thing the Northwoods RV Life and go over there and say hi to them. All right, mateys. I'm gonna get off of here and get ready to go to the scrapyard. So, and I'll see you tonight on the Dr. Fill-In show. Thank you all for being here. Millie, you sure looked warm out there in Arizona. I wish I was there. Here it is. You're having your morning coffee, and I didn't see anybody wearing coats. Now we gotta wear coats here for even now. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's chilly. All right. Okay. Thank you, Margie. That looks right. Okay. Do you get time and a half? All right. All right, mateys. Fair winds and smiles. And may God bless. See you all later, and thank you for coming aboard. Good afternoon.
What do you like most about Consumer Cellular? Definitely